Good morning, art buddies, and welcome to Bricolage with Paintgirlee. Well, it's one of those days. I just took a quick trip to the bathroom before I got started and lost my pinky. Lost my pinky nail. So while I'm waiting for some of you to come in, I'm just going to reattach it because I just like my hands to look pretty when I'm doing my creating. So I see Jacqueline. She's at work, so she's probably listening if she can while she's working on the computer. Naked Pinky. So I was having trouble with my index and my thumb, and I think maybe the index I didn't have a right size. So I put a different size on that one in the wee early hours of the morning. Now, where'd the glue go? Here we go. And I've got one over there too. And so, I see some of you coming in. There's Teresa. Good morning. Good morning. So I got to make sure I've got this going the right way. And I'm going to put some glue on. And I'm just going to sit here and hold it for a few moments. And then I'm going to ask a few questions of you, see if I can pick your brains and, well, not so much pick your brains, but kind of just get your opinion on which way I should go with a project I need to get started on. Heel K9, good morning. I don't believe we've met. I think I would remember that name or that handle, so welcome in. This is an art channel. So if you'd like to share something about yourself, Lynn, and if you do art and what you like to do, we'd love to know that. Oh, Ginger Pam's crew, how lovely to meet you. Do you train dogs? I'm just curious. We did dog training for our little pooch, and they said she passed, but I don't think we passed. If you know what I mean. She does art. Thanks, Teresa. Thank you. Oh, it's so nice for you to come in. Thanks so much. All right, so I normally count because I'm a goofball. I see I've got some extra glue bubbling off of my nail there. So I'm going to just try to give this a little minute to set, and I'll see if I can clean that glue off. But it's okay. Here's the deal for today. I am part of a group, and we call You Do Junk Journals. Okay, wonderful. You don't have a channel. Yes, you train dogs, border collies mostly. I totally know what you mean. I mostly train the owner. That's the problem. We're the problem for sure. She's a poodle mix, and she's very active, shall we say. She's young. She just turned a year in January. So she's young, but she's very smart. And mom and dad just aren't, well, we don't really know what to do, even after training. Some things I think we were a little successful with. Like she'll go to her, what do we say to her? We say to her, she's a mix. She's a poodle and a Bichon. So Pujan, and gosh, she just wants to play 24/7, you know? And we tell her to go place, and she goes and she sits on her mat. She doesn't stay there long, but we don't really work it as much as we should. But she's a very nice dog. She's a very sweet dog, and she does try to comply. She's much better than she was, you know. Oh, yes, she loves. We bought okay, so we were in Europe, and my husband left me in a thrift shop, and he went across the way, and they had some pet toys marked down because they were from Easter. And he bought this horrible looking, ugly plastic Easter egg and brought it home for her. And she just absolutely loved it. She killed the squeaker in it, and we could never find it because it's egg shaped, so it bounces and goes all crazy directions. So I thought there's got to be more of those, right? So I Googled Easter egg dog toy, and sure enough, it popped up, but it was not in stock. So I clicked the things similar to this, and up came these three little Easter eggs. So I purchased them. She cannot get enough of them. She liked them so well. I bought a set for the little guy across the street, and his owners are like in awe. They can't believe how much he likes them. Now he's a Habanese, and he's much younger than her. But they play. We have play dates with them. But she will chase these balls and try to, and she does catch them on occasion. She mostly pops it with her nose, and they just go everywhere. But she just loves them, and she's just, by 8 o'clock at night, we're beat to the socks, and she still wants to play. But anyway, we um we have a long way to go before she would, behave like we'd like her to behave. We like her to behave like an old dog. We just should have gotten an old dog, but we didn't, because puppies are cute. I mean, there you go. All right, so here's the deal. So my life group, well, really my husband's, they were here last Thursday for dinner. And the guy who heads that up, his name is Paul, and his wife Tricia is turning 50, and they're having a big party celebration in November. Now, I don't know these folks very well. Patricia is delightful, and she likes arts and crafts, not the kind of stuff we do. She, I don't believe, is a junk journaler, but she is a journaler. So I want to make her a journal. So, hi, Joyce. Good morning. So, a little while back, if you're just popping in, I'm just holding my nail on before I get started. So, if you're a replayer, please just fast forward about 5 minutes or so, okay? So, um, gosh, quite a while ago, Paul showed my husband and I a picture and said, I'm going to be having a party for Trisha when she turns 50. Could you make a flower arrangement that looked like this? So when I looked at it, there were all these kinds of colors in it. So, of course, my brain got, so I went online, I bought a digital set, and I thought, I'm going to make Trisha a journal and springboard from those colors. Okay, so fast forward to last week. So Trisha and Paul were coming for dinner, of course, and they came separately. She was coming from work, so he got here first. So I said, can I ask you some questions about your wife? I'd rather ask you without her knowing because I want to make her something for her birthday. So he said, okay, sure. So I, of course, asked her favorite colors. Well, he says pastels. Well, these are not pastels. So I reminded him of the picture he showed us, and he said, well, our daughter made the invitation, which is kind of these colors. He said, but I would say she really likes pastels. Well, my heart just sunk because I've got my heart set on working with these colors. So I said to Jacqueline, I think I'm just going to go with my gut. I mean, these colors are beautiful. Who wouldn't like them, even if you like pastels? So I got some other information from him, and some of the information was one of her favorite things is Anne of Green Gables. So I'm sitting here at my desk. Now, I purchased a little while ago a bundle from Murray Just Murray, and it had this gal's picture. In fact, where do I have it? It's big, too big to use for the front of a journal. I was thinking this might be part of the front of a journal. And I'm thinking I might like to do a tabbed journal for Trisha. And I don't know. That's just the thoughts I had. And then Paul told me her liking of Anne of Green Gables, and I remember this other project that I had done before, and I have it in my box because I have it on my Etsy. I have it on my Etsy, in my Etsy shop. So now I'm thinking, I wonder. I know, right, Lynn? I mean, these are. She's just beautiful. So then I'm thinking, I wonder if I should take the Anne of Green Gables book and alter that to some degree and make her journal. Or maybe I should just harvest some pages out of the Anne of Green Gables, take it off my Etsy site because I have an idea for a cover. I'm not sure. So let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, so I want you to put your thinking caps on, your creative caps, and let's help me decide which direction to go. Because I pulled a bunch of things out. I need to get this started. The party is November 15th. Now, I won't be in town, but Hubs will go and take this gift. And so there you have it. All right. So here's my Anne of Green Gables. I bought this book and thought it was delightful. And I thought, well, if I cover it, maybe somebody who's an Anne fan would like to have this, like a coffee table thing. It's a beautiful book. So this is what I worked on. I did it during a live, or most of it. And then I altered, I just put Anne down here, just put on some things that I liked. And then I just covered the inside cover. But the book is intact. Beautiful pages, great pictures of Anne. So now my question, girls, is do I take this and start taking out some sections and leave, say, like some chapters intact, and then build the journal around those pages? Or my other thought is, do I take pages from here and cut out little snippets and quotes and stuff and put them in a tabbed journal? Now, if you're not familiar, a tabbed journal, some of you will know this. I'm calling it a tabbed journal. I don't know. Maybe you don't call it that. It's like where you take 2 pages, and I would put a piece of either washi tape or cloth and hinge these together. All the pages get hinged together. Now, I was thinking I would use her maybe on the front cover along with, now where's my little book? I purchased this. Let me get my planner out of the way here. I just had it in my hand. I do this. Oh, there goes the circus song. Where's Kel? I purchased this yummy little book, The Bright Side. I had no idea. I don't look at measurements. I look at pictures. I'm a picture person. I purchased it. It wasn't a lot of money. I knew it wasn't in great shape. That was fine with me. And it came, and I couldn't believe it was this little. But isn't this darling? So now I'm thinking, what if I took, so I want the size of the journal, I believe, to be, oh, here's the original. See, here's the original picture. See, she's too low. This would have to go on a huge journal if I used that the way it was. So Murray puts together, these beautiful kits. So this was part of it. I'm going to show you the rest of it in a little bit as soon as I just try to get my thoughts. Good morning, Gail. You like the eye? All right, let me give you choice number 2, Joyce, before you decide. So I'm thinking because Trisha, I wasn't going to say her name, because this gal likes to journal, I'm thinking this size might be a nice size for her. She likes to write and journal. So now I'm thinking if I get something with a little more, like a little sturdier, wouldn't be this paper, something sturdier, like a piece of cardboard or something that I would cover, then I could take this and have it be part of the cover. And then I could maybe incorporate her, put some lace and jazz, and then add my own pages. This would all be tabbed. I don't know if I have a tabbed journal, but hold on. Let me look in my Etsy stash here, see if I have one that's I can grab. That's got that kind of spine. So you can get the full picture. No, shoot, that's not. That's not. I made one for my bonus daughter-in-law, but of course I gave that to her. No. They turn out really cool, but the spine is exposed and you see the folded papers. And then what you do is you wrap lace and fabric around it, you know, and it just looks really cool. So you would see the exposed, it would look like this, really, where you kind of see, you know, the signatures in the journal. Now, my struggle with the Anne book is twofold. The cover's already basically done, right? This, of course, I could change and I could add maybe a few things on here. There are a lot of pages that have to come out. And then I have to figure out how to add in the other pages that I want to use. I was thinking the pages that I take out, I could cut out these Anne images and use them throughout. But I think I would have to take quite a bit out, right? So, yeah, see, I covered all. This is all fabric. You know, what do you think? I feel like I want to do the, I think it would be easier. Yeah, but I would have to take, hi, Ange. I would have to, you know, maybe the thing is I just give her both. Maybe I make her the journal. Maybe, oh, how about this? I make her the journal and I leave this intact and give her both of them. Now, I could probably, no, I don't know. I could probably copy some of these pictures and use them throughout. And I could type up or rewrite some of these quotes. Like I was just reading, which one was I reading? Not this one. Oh, this was one I was going to keep. Like I love Anne of Green Gables, but I am not an authority, you know, like my younger sister would be, you know. And then I was just reading where what's her name? The Marilla was saying something like she can't tolerate somebody not being neat, you know, or something like I could incorporate different quotes, you know, and print them up and tear them and then ink them, right? So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to give her both books, you know, because this is a beautiful book. I mean, the pages are just so yummy. And then I can go ahead and just make a journal, right? And I can leave this, because I think this turned out pretty cute. And I could just leave this as is, right? And then just use the info. All right. So that's decided. Thank you. That helps. Brainstorming, you know, helps me get some ideas going. So I pulled out some stuff. Now let me show you. I bought this a while ago. I just bought it because I loved this image. And this was from Murray Just Murray. She sells online, similar to what our dear Jacqueline does on Friday afternoons. So I don't even remember what is in this package, but we're going to have a look. And I'm going to just start maybe getting some signatures together. Okay. So the first thing that Murray had in here was this large image. And then this was tucked behind this stuff, right? So here we go. Let's see what we got. Now, I did throw a couple of other things in here. I'll show you that in a minute. So this is like a seam binding. That's what I call it. I don't know if that's really what it's called, but it's a lovely peach color. It's a little washed out maybe for you on your screen, but I will iron this, and this can be used. And then this little package of goodies. She's got some pearls in there, some lace, and look how she matched these beautiful colors that really go with the picture. I don't know Murray's last name. Her channel is Murray Just Murray. Murray like Merry Christmas, not like our Murray Abrams or Murray Otoye. It's Murray like Merry Christmas, Murray Just Murray. And she's got a real knack for putting stuff together, right? So this is my little goodie. And then she included all this stuff. Music paper, tickets, all kinds of tags, and there's a pocket. I'm assuming this all came in here. I could have thrown a couple other things in. I'm not sure. But largely this is from her. So I've got all these beautiful things. Oh, look, I took a picture of the original on my phone this morning and then fussed with it and then sent it to the printer, and because I wanted smaller sizes. And look, she included a couple of smaller sizes. See, I just didn't look. She's got a cute little paper clip there. I've never seen that kind before. That's cute. Now, she does on occasion include papers she purchases from Jacqueline. So some of these may be Jacqueline's papers. I just don't know. It's a little dull for this project, I think. So she's got dictionary pages in here. It looks like a ledger paper. Now, I did ask Paul, his wife does like old things, vintage things. She likes lace. So there are things I can incorporate. Now, the digital, oh, look, I think I threw this in. I was thinking about this size, but I think that's a little too small. I think it's a little small. Yeah, a little small. This is the digital. Oh, yeah, I put this in. This is my stuff. I was just starting to throw stuff in the envelope that I thought might work. This is just a piece of wallpaper. Not sure I like that, but it might come in handy. And these are some of the images of the digital kit that I purchased. And I have to figure out how to make these bigger to be able to use them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily, this might make a good tag or a little corner or decoration on a page, but I don't want to use this as a page. And then I'll probably print on the back side or coffee stain or avocado stain that. But that's some of what I have to work with as well. So let me pull out these larger papers because I'm going to be folding these. Now, generally, I like to have anywhere from 9 to 12 pages in my signatures. And I usually like 3 signatures in my journal. That just kind of works for me. And I'm a little anal retentive. So I really like my signatures to kind of match. Like, so the same idea in each signature. Don't ask me. I don't know. I'm just going to start folding some of these while I talk and just start getting some of my ideas together. Now, this gal Yeah, she does train. Oh, I should let her answer. She does train dogs. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? I was telling her how bad we do with Jenny's training. Ah. Oh, this one's got a cool mark in it. Now, this gal likes to journal, as I said. So, I also want to include some Bible verses. Somewhere I have written down her favorite Bible verse, which I don't remember. I know it was in Zephaniah, but I don't remember what it was. And this, I think, might be a little too dark. So we're going to pull that aside. But the thing that I have a problem with when I create my journals is leaving a lot of blank pages. Jacqueline often will say to me, "It's fine, leave it alone. There's room to write," which, I just struggle with it. I always want to be adding something to the page because I don't write journal. I art journal. So these are some of Jacqueline's things. So this might be a little too dark, but I'm gonna fold it to put it in because I know I definitely want some pockets. Our Jenny, our dog, loves Cheerios. She'll do almost anything for a Cheerio, truth be told. Now, these I'm not sure about because, see, the lines are going to be going the wrong way on that one. But Jacqueline sells these and she stitches. Now, see, this one's kind of cool. And then some of you will know because I talk about her quite a lot. Amity Bloom. She is a young gal who has a channel on YouTube, and she does lovely work. But she does a lot of layering, uses fabric, images she likes, and like her whole pages are kind of like, okay, Ange, great. Ange is always busy. And so I'm going to see how I can fashion these. Now, this is kind of dark, but it is purple. So I might use this for like the background of something. So let's put that aside. Now, I also like to do eco dyeing of papers. Mine don't turn out good, guys. They just don't. I mean, Rosemary Morris, she's got it down to a science. I mean, hers are like just delicious. But see, this is what happens for me sometimes. But see, some of this, I might be able to use some of it. And my images don't come out too great. So I've been holding on to these. But see, the coloring, I think, will work with these. So I might be able to tear some of these apart and make tags or something like that, or like a little zine or something. I don't know. But see, you can see I get little tiny images. These are so fun. I don't know. I have the personality like, give me a bowl of buttons and I'm good for an hour or more. Oh, let's be honest, hours. And then when I build these bundles up and try to do this eco dyeing stuff, um, I can't wait to pull them apart. I should probably let it sit longer to get better images. But see, I get thrilled with these little tiny, which really they're not very good. They're not very good. Hey, Peggy. Peg's popping. Can't chat. Irish. I was going to ask you the other day and I didn't follow through when you were expecting them. So they left and your sister is flying in tomorrow. Oh my gosh, got to change the beds. Go, yep. All right, sweetheart. Oh my gosh, we'll catch up. All right, maybe after your sister leaves. Let's see how your visit and all went. Thanks for saying hi, Peggy. All right, so see, I get carried away. Why do I keep this stuff? I'm just looking to see. Now, see, this one I might be able to use. These two don't look in too bad of condition. And if I'm honest, I'd like to have three because I want to put one in each section. Now these are Jacqueline's. Now these are kind of a greenish tint, but we'll we'll put those aside. And see, all these I might just keep. And I think after I do this journal, maybe I'll toss these. This paper is not real heavy, so I'm not sure about tags and such, but I could, attach it to cardstock or something. Our biggest issue with our dog is she gets so excited and so happy to see people, she won't leave them alone. See, that's not too bad. All right, so now I've got some bright orange that Jacqueline made. So I'm going to fold some of these, at least 3, because I want to have 3 signatures. Now there's a gal in Canada. Her channel name is, well, it's on Etsy. Is gosh, is that not straight? 3 Bird Lane. Oh my gosh, her books are like, her journals are so yummy. Her covers are to die for. I've showed you her stuff before. I didn't do this very well. Now, all her pages are the same size. I know, right, Ange? Isn't it beautiful? All her pages are the same size, which a lot of what I do, I use different size stuff, which, that works too. So we'll just say. It's a little rough on the edges. Let's see. This one's got some cool stuff on it. Oh, there's a really, look at that one. I might have to use that one. Oh, look at that one. Well, I might use 2. So I put in my description box bricolage. I don't even know how I came across the word. I love French things. I love French words. And bricolage means using a variety of things that you have available to create. There's McMouse Mom. Hi, Terry. Nice to see you. And how did you find us? I don't think I've met you. Nice to meet you. Thanks for saying. Oh, there you say. You're new here. Thanks, Terry, for coming in. How nice. How lovely. Come in. This is a great group of ladies. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I must say so. Wonderful, wonderful ladies. Pam and Jacqueline, how wonderful. Thank you for coming in. All right. Okay, so I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Oh, this one's cool. So I'm thinking these solid or colored papers I will decorate. And then I'll have other pages that she can journal on that I might add something to. Like this. Look at all these. This is an at-a-glance tablet. I guess I picked up at a thrift shop, and I just coffee stained them. You see, this is too large, but I want them this way so she could write and journal across these pages. So, because I'm going to do the tabbed and hinged setup, I should be able to add these without too much of a problem. Let's see, I've got to get some stuff out of the way here. So my problem is if I fold them or cut them, because I'm too anal. If I fold them or cut them, I'm going to be missing some stuff. Do I really need that? Well, see, she could put the dates. So, see, I think that's good. I could certainly cut off the holes, So I'm thinking this might be good to have 2 or 3 of these in the section, in my section, right? The backs are plain. If I fold them this way, they could be small journaling. See, they're too narrow if I do it that way. Or do I just say, oh, to heck with it, and she just journals this way? Any thoughts? Gosh, there's a lot of you in here. Thanks for coming in. It's nice to see you all. I have to go back and read chat because Lynn's given us some dog training tips. I mean, this is kind of fun over here. I just don't know if the lines going this way would throw her off. See, I'm not going to see her to be able to explain. I mean, I could explain it to her another time, but Jacqueline's working. Kellyanne, are you here? Kellyanne might be sleeping. I would journal on that direction. Would you, Lynn? Yeah, see, I would too. But see, you're a junk journaler. See, I don't know that she is. All right, so let me do this. So I'm thinking it's just going to take up a lot. Okay, so if I'm going to start out with 3. 1, 2, so I need 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These feel so yummy. Like if you ever get a chance to coffee dye some paper yourself, you'll love it. Oh, that one's really wild, huh? They just feel so yummy. Keep the holes on the left and fold in a flap. You can cut down the length. Okay, I've got to think about what Peggy says. Peggy says keep the holes on the left and fold in a flap this way. See, she's got it going on. I can cut the length, and I could fold in a flap, and she could make it a flap out. Peggy, you are the bomb. Okay, Peg, and I really could even Peg make some pockets like this, right? Ooh. All right, so I've got that. We're cooking with gas. We're cooking with gas. Yes, I could trim some of them off, or I can make a pocket here, and then this can be a flip out. Maybe not with the pocket page, but. La 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 la. Oh, I know. I can make the pocket go the other way, and then that would be on the pocket would be on the plain side. If you like singing opera. course, this one's not folding right. I might have to do a little surgery here to get this to fold right. But this is an idea. This is such a great idea. Oh, that's exciting. All right, so what I want to do then here is, all right, I want to get this folded very nicely. So if I do this, I've got this. I want to make a, hey, hi, Carol. Make a good crease. Lynn, are you in the U.S. or are you in a different land? I'm just curious. I could really even just tear that, but I like that date theme there, and I like the idea of the flip out, right? So then if I'm going to do a pocket this way, I think all I need to do is just wedge this, right? Wedge. Let's do a little wedge. Thank you, Carol. This is a new set. It's called something about tomatoes. Missouri. Okay, cool. I mean, literally cool. All right, so I'm going to do this. That works better for me. Yes. Okay, so let's count these out. Let's do 3. I know it's a fun red, right? All right, did I count the 9? Yeah, I did. All right, so I don't know, guys. Hope this isn't boring for you all, but I need to get this started. And I just seem to get a lot more done when you folks are here with me. So now let me see. So right where the number, the ER is for the planner, is where I want to fold this. Let's see. So, I can fold it right on this line. I got to try to, in my brain, I have to have some kind of marker to keep myself going in the right direction. Now, if you're like me, and this gal that's going to receive this, she's probably like the rest of us, right? I mean, we like to stuff things and save things and have little tuck spots. So it wouldn't be a bad thing, I don't think, to have a lot of different pockets. And if it gets to be too much, I'll just chop them off. Peggy, thank you for this idea. Oh my goodness, this is so great. So great. All right, so Ange, what are you doing with yourself now that you shipped your bowls? I'll do a little commercial here and say that Angie's bowls have arrived at Jacqueline's house, and Jacqueline will have bowls available for tomorrow's sale. And I have an Angie bowl here somewhere, but it's buried, that I could show you. They're just delicious. Angie bowls are just delicious. So if you've been wanting one, when Angie sold at Keisha's, you were hard pressed to get one, I got to tell you. She didn't really have a lot of inventory, and they were so popular. They flew off the shelf. You're going to make more? Good job. I should probably say, Carol, these nails are not salon nails. These are nails I glue on myself, which I did at the beginning of my stream because this one popped off when I took a mad last-minute dash to the loo. Now, of course, I could go this way too and make this a tuck-in, and she could have a little skinny journaling spot. You do, Carol? You got one? Oh, nice. Yeah, they're nice. Very nice. And it's nice having, I'm sorry, something made from somebody you know, somebody from a friend. I love uh, being able to have things that are made by people I know. I don't think I'm alone in that thought. So if you're available tomorrow, Jay starts selling tomorrow and I think this is going to stay consistent. I don't think her schedule has changed for tomorrow. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. She generally starts at 4 Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m., if I have that right. It is exciting, Ange. This one, I think I'm going to tear this off. Well, I might do a couple that way. Let's just one thing at a time, or one thing at a time. So I've got quite a few of these to fold. So if you are a replayer, you may want to just fast forward while I'm folding these pages. Because once I get these done, then I'm going to start putting some other things together. Carol says she has two. One has a really cool edge that makes it look like the sun. That one I have hanging on my craft room. Oh, nice. What do you think about hanging them for decoration? That's a cool idea. Very cool. All right, now I need to find, so if I fold it on, which way? I need a marker of where to fold this. One to the third line down. Well, for that from that center fold. I don't know if I'm going to remember that. All right, third line down from the center hole. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I get the central times mixed up. Definitely, I get those mixed up. I don't think I will like it just this way. Yeah, first of all, I cut it crooked. So I just need to, this is an old, oops, I want to go this way. Old scrapbooking tip. Right? So what's everybody doing today? Okay, 4 o'clock. So, okay. Sometimes I just get things, confused. Confused. Our son has tickets to the Phillies game today, this evening. He has a friend who had tickets that he couldn't use, so he was able to get them. Let me see if I can unearth my Angie bowl. Wait a minute, I'm just stacking everything over here to the left of me. Because here's one. Here's one. Of course, I've got a bunch of stuff in it. This is an Angie bowl. Right here. Whoop. Cool, right? They're adorbs. They're adorbs. All right, let's gather this stuff up. My little pinky nail, I don't know, still feels a little. All right, so center hole, 1, 2, 3. And this goes over this way. So it's really nice if you want to sit down. Hey, there's Cal. Hi, Cal. Are your ears burning? Hello. Hello. She says, hello, hello. She's finally awake. I'm glad you had a good rest. All right. So I'm going to snip this. So if you have, if you like to make journals, oops, I kind of lost control there. If you like to make journals or even any mixed media thing like a journaling page, an art page, when you have some of this stuff already prepared and folded and ready to go, it makes your project making a lot, quicker and easier. Okay, Ange, love you too, honey. Looking forward to tomorrow night. Okay, so I'm just stacking these over here. Still have quite a few to do. Maybe I'll put, you know what, I'm going to clip these and I'm going to just, as usual, I'm running out of place to put things and then I'll forget where I put them. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. So let's see where we are. So if I bring these all back, you know what, I think I want to use this little doily. I'm going to put this in my little goodie bag. Yes, 40 bowls. So hopefully there'll be plenty for everyone who might like to have one to get one. Because, like I said, when she used to sell acacias, there would only be a couple, and they would, if you had any kind of a lag, forget about it. You would not get a bowl. You just would not get a bowl. Just no way. All right, so I'm going to make 3 stacks. Isn't that cool? 3 stacks. Now, of course, these are single, so these are going to get hinged in. All right, let me fold one more of this so I can kind of keep myself somewhat organized. All right, 1, 2, 3. Try to hold that as straight as I can. I know, right, Carol? It was just crazy. And Keisha would give us a warning. Okay, I've got Angie bowls. Get ready. And they would fly off the shelf. I don't know how many weeks I waited before I was in there and got one. Does anybody remember this? It reminds me of this movie. I don't know why. Anybody remember the movie called The Main Event? It was with Ryan O'Neal and Barbara Streisand. He was a fighter. She was in the perfume business, creating fragrances. And her accountant bought this fighter and paid for his training, and she had no idea that she was doing that, and she was doing pretty well. And then her business went under. And so she's looking for ways to get some money, make some money. Oh, I got this. So she finds out about this fighter, and she, has a contract with him. So she looks him up. This is getting too worn out. No, it was called The Main Event. Oh my gosh, if you haven't ever watched it, you need to watch it. It's so fun. All right, there's my next one. So he's like, "Lady, I don't fight professionally." And she's like, "Well, what am I paying for?" And he's like, "Well, for my training." And she said, "Yeah, you're going to fight for me because I own you." And he's like, I don't want to fight." And she's like, so they make a deal. So he's going to start training to actually fight. So because she's his manager, she goes away on this training camp with all these men. And, typical Barbara Streisand fashion, the big hat, the big long nails, dressed to the teeth. And so all these men, they sit down to have a meal at this camp. And these guys are starving, and they're just like animals going after the food. And she's, of course, you can see her great big nose. She's got this hat, winter hat, because it's winter time. She's like freezing, and she's sitting there like this, and she gets the bowl of corn, and there's like 3 corn kernels, and she's scraping them on her plate. So she's like starving. She can't get any food. And then I think at one point in the movie she says, and this is what reminded me, I hope I can get some food tonight, or I hope I can get some. Same with the bowls, you hope you can get in there to get one. After a while, Ryan O'Neal started to grab meat for him, give her some meat on her plate, but she was it's a fun movie. It's a good fun movie. All right, let's see. Okay, so now I just have 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, and I want 9, at least 9. So now these are really kind of different, but let's just see. These are some of my eco dye things. Now these would not be great to write on because they're so crinkly and bumpy. However, I could decorate these. I could always pull them out if I don't like them. I could pull them if I don't like them, right? So I'm just going to add these into the mix. Now, I'm not sure how the folded pages are going to do with the single pages when I latch them together, but I'm just going to see. I can always cut these if I find it, but I think I want some of them folded so I can see the spine very well. This has some cool marks on it. Yeah. I'm getting hungry. I should have thought about getting something to eat. All right, now here's some more Jacqueline's papers. Now these are really kind of bright green. The Way We Were was Barbara Streisand and Lynn, how fun. Enjoy. I love breakfast out. Have a great day. Thanks for coming in. It was nice to meet you. Hope to see you again. Oh, look, these might work better. Hold on. This could be a pocket. Yeah, see, I have that other one that's yummy, but the color's really kind of... So let's add this in. Now I've got to trim that so it's a pocket. Here's another one. Oh, look, I have 3. Oh, I ruined that one. I don't want that one. That one's got funk on the back. Or do I? Well, that might be better than the other. Let's do it. Let's just see. Now I got to remember to trim them before I put the book together. put that one in that stack. I don't know about that green. That minty green is just a little too minty, I think. That's a different kind of bag. Ominous. All right, so let me put these aside for now. And then I have these. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Da, 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 da. These I could just fold this way. See, and these are double-sided, so I kind of like that. Kind of like that idea. So let's just do it. Just do it. This is how I lose my bone folder. Still haven't found my little bone folders. Oh, goodness. I just, I get weary of myself. Truth be told, I just get weary of myself. Put it away. Who knew? Yes, The Way We Were was Robert Redford and Barbara Streisand. The movie I was talking about is called The Main Event, and that was Ryan O'Neal and Barbara Streisand. It's an old one. It's an old movie. It was a long time ago. A long time ago. I got that crooked. Gosh, I just don't fold straight. It's not that easy folding straight. Of course, if I scored them first, there's an idea. Score them first. I like that. Going out to eat with my favorite husband. That's cute. Okay. So that's going to go there. Now, thinking about what's in that kit that I got from Murray. Just Murray. I'm right? Robert Redford was in The Way We Were. You're a smart woman, Joyce. Smart woman. Joyce, did you ever get that bird feeder thing in your window? I know you at one point your son was having a hard time getting it to work in a window that you wanted to use or something. I was just wondering if it's up and running. No, I want 3. I think I have terrible lag. Kellyanne was trying to figure out lag the other day when she was going on Monday evening to do her stream. And she came on and was doing a little test. And she's trying to figure out the lag. I'm like, honey, if you can figure out the lag, you're going to be a millionaire. Millionaire! Just have to wait till the questions or the answers pop in. Okay, 3, 3. Oh, I guess there's 10. And 3. Now I can add fabric. These look kind of boring, but I can add fabric and images to make this look more cute, more cute, more cuter, more cuter. Now, normally you would take your pages and, stick them inside of each other like this to make your signatures, right? But I'm going to hinge these. But for right now, I'm going to put these all together like this so I can keep them together. So I can see what I'm working with. And I want to look, this color is delicious, this one. Now, there's some other things I want to add. Like I'm thinking, see, I have Edith Holden pages. Oh, yeah. I was thinking it would seal, but I guess it doesn't. I think largely it's made for the winter, though, because that's when you need to feed the birds, right? Because they don't have a lot of stuff out in nature to find. Very good point, Joyce. So I'm thinking I want to add, so this is a smaller Edith Holden page, but I haven't dug those pages out. But I have those to use. And there's the other stuff from Murray's kit. She's got this big sheet of music paper. So I think I wanna trim that down. So this, I think, is going to work okay. So I'm going to tear this in half and then fold these in half. And I'm okay with it not being, the way it should go in the book. No, it's not a music book. She's not going to be using that page to play a song. I'm going to knock something over. Knock something over, Casanova. Now, they say if you fold it in the center and then just go from that point out, it should fold nicely for you, but it doesn't work for me. All right, so I'm going to tear these again because, see, I don't have 3. I'm going to hinge, so I'll hinge these so I can have 3. See how, it's just what I like. Kelly, you missed it. You were sleeping and I did the circus noise. So that's when I was saying, oh, where's going in? I'm trying not to do it as often. Trying to be conscious of that. All right, so I'm going to use those 3. So 1 in each section. I'm going to leave that Edith Holden in there to remind me to get other Edith Holdens, because I'm pretty sure I have a November I can include, because this is for, a November gal. So that's that. And then what else? I think she gave me some other. Yeah, some ledger. Oh, see, some dictionary papers. Let's see. Oh, that one's really big. That one's big. I can do this one maybe smaller. Have these be the smaller things. Wait a minute, I think there's a couple here. Boom, 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 boom. I think that'll be cute. Cute, cute, cute. Let's see what else we have here from Mary. Oh, there's another one. That's different. Oh, I do love ledger paper, huh? Do love it. Okay, this is nice and large. So if I do the same thing, if I cut that, and then I could use it and have a smaller, let's do, huh? Let's do. I hope nobody's cringing. This is 1933. Oh, look, that's just, well, this might work out because, oh, see, look, it's crumbling. Look, this is all fallen. Look. So, that wasn't going to work anyway if I folded it. Wah, wah, wah. Now I have to think about how I'm going to hinge my pages. I personally like muslin. And I'm going to look through. I'm going to look in a couple of places. Oh, I gotta fold it more. Gotta fold it more. And see what I have. If I have some, so because sometimes I do like the seam binding that I have. You know, I coffee stain that and then dry it, iron it, maybe if it needs to be ironed. And it's not going to tear. Okay. All right, cutter. Got to do the cutter. This is yummy, huh? I'm not going to get 3 out of this. So this might be another project. Yellow. She likes pastels. That could be a pocket. Maybe I have to let some of this anal stuff go. This might be good. Let's see. It's, I think, folded a little crooked, but I don't think she's going to come back to me and say, you know, you didn't have a yellow sheet of paper in every section, you know? So I don't know why I do this to myself. It just works better in my brain. That's just going to be a little off. I think. Now, is anybody else here? Do you measure everything or do you just eyeball it? I don't like to measure. It's very confusing for me. Make a nice crease here. It depends. Gail says, I eyeball it when I can get away with it. Good answer. Good answer. I measure at a very, very last resort. Most times I don't measure. All right, so that I have to cut. These are okay. 2, 3. All right, so let's see if these all. Carol says she Eyeballs it depending on the mood, her mood. Good. So that's 1, 2. I love these. They're all cute index things. And then we'll use this as 3. Different but similar. Pull that little bitsy bits off. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. All right, we'll put this aside. I'm not going to worry about that yet. All right, so now I think I basically have enough to get going on. So this is going to be, I think, pretty, and I can always add more right before I start hinging them together. But I want to think about my hinges. So you can use paper, you can use fabric. So in my mind, I want to use something that's not terribly thick, because I don't want it to eat up, a lot of stuff that's on the page. And you need something that's going to be bendy. See, like I have this stuff. I have a whole bunch of this stuff, but it's a little stiffer. I mean, this might work. But I might have to iron it or something. But this is a definite possibility. But let's see what I have in my can. And they don't have to all be the same, right? They can be different. Now, while I'm going through this, I'm going to pull out some other stuff that I think might look cool in the book, like that. All right? Little pieces of lace, anything color-wise that I think might work. See, like that. This could work. Now, yes, my hinges, I would see, I have a whole wheel of that. There's 2 ways you can do the hinge too. So I have to think about that as well and decide. That's pretty, but I don't think it's not the right color. We've got pinks. That's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Definitely some purple. It's a little too minty. Plus that says Merry Christmas. No, thank you. Now this is very flexible and very soft. So I might be able to use some of that. My anal brain is saying, use something that's the same throughout the whole book, but I may not like that. Ribbon. See, there's more of it. Plenty of that, huh? Oh, see, this is a piece of wide, like seam binding that I coffee stained. And can you see the lines? I tried to iron them out, but they don't iron out. They just don't iron out. And my one bracelet that Kel made me, it's got a magnetic closure. I'm attaching myself to my tin here. There's that little number that could work. I could use this perhaps. Oh, this is pretty. This is so soft. That's pretty. We'll have that. We'll keep that out. That's a little too gay. Cheesecloth is always good. Ooh, I remembered that quite quickly. Oh, look at this. A yummy piece of quilted stuff. What I was doing with that. Oh, well, we'll keep it out. We'll keep it out. Oh, yeah, I like that stuff. So this is bricolage, using what you have available to be creative. At least that's my understanding of it, of the, oh, look, some Jacqueline tags. Let's pull those out. I don't think they should be in there. And I don't need a bulldog clip in there. Let's get him out of there. In here somewhere, I know I have, that's cute. It's like this. That's really cute lace. It's small. This is Timmy. I think he calls it cloth washi or something. It's not too bendy. But see, if I go the other way, I don't need it to be too bendy. This is too dark. Now I'm thinking about clusters and stuff too on some of the pages. So little stuff like this, is going to come in handy. This is like my favorite thing. Oh, that's pretty. Favorite thing box. These are a few of my favorite things. Oh, I love this stuff. That's good for tags. Boop, 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 I've got one more thing to look in. Well, I have several things, but right here. If I'm honest, this has stamps in it. This has more of this fun stuff. That's got an ear of corn. I don't think I need to use an ear of corn. More colors. Oh, this might be interesting. Now this is darker, but see, it's in that color vein. It's this is like a dark red orange. So I might use that. Might use a little bit of that. And then I've got these. These are fun. It's in the right color. Family. Right color family. I've got to remember that's in there. That's, I think, too blue. Oh, here's some more of this. This is a little softer. I don't know if you can tell. That's kind of peachy tan. Oh, I want that frame. All right, hold on. Let's steal it. Lori, I have been bricolaging through my fabric scrap and fabric hoarding all summer. Haven't made a big dent. It's just yes, but a fun process. See, I love doing that. You forget so much of what you have, right? And then you see this stuff. You're going through it, and you're like, "This is so yummy. I need to use this." My sister Nancy, she's like it with plants. I'm like this with old stuff and art supplies, where you just get that feeling like, oh, I have to have it. I just want to work with it. See, I'm doing a naughty thing here. I'm just winding this around. this spool because I want to steal this. I have more somewhere, but see now I don't have to dig it out. Let's grab that. Let's steal that. Threads. I just got to remember some of this stuff is in here. Oh, look at that. See, now that's a partial, but we'll make use of that. We can use that. And if I say where I need thread in this color genre, somebody remind me. It's in one of my tins, one of my long, narrow tins. Please. Please. Holly would always do that for me. She would remind me where I had stuff. Okay. So that's going to go back. See, now in here, now if you have a place to store these long, if you can find them, these long, narrow tins, I think booze came in this. But I got this, and this is like a lot of my Timmy stamps and stuff in here. So this might. I haven't made a journal in quite a while. I'm trying to clear off a table before I allow myself to get back to, yeah. Well, stick to your plan. You'll be happier. And you'll get there, if you want to do it, that's fine. That's, All right, so now the idea is, all right, let's just take one section at a time. So the thing that's really great about hinging a journal is that you don't have to have folded sheets of paper. You can use single sheets and folded sheets. So now I want to put these in order the way I would like them to lay out in the book. So this is a pocket page I'm going to use. And I guess I should have it go this way. And that seems to be laying. And I think I might want this more towards center. These are singles. Let's get another orange. Folded. This way. Hi, Bill. Hello, hello. She's just now waking up, watching Stream with a cup of nice. All right, so I've got 3 of these. So let's pop this. Now you want to arrange your pages because once you start hinging, you want them. Now I get a little confused until I get started. So, bear with me. So let's put this back here. This I have to trim. I'm going to trim this real quick. Now what do I have for? Oh yeah, I've got several of these. Let's put that here. Let's put one of these here. Now, I don't want that as my front page. So the things are going to change. Things are going to change. But for right this second, I know I have my Edith Holden pages, and I might just look real quick. They're kind of big. Those pages are kind of big. This is going to be a pocket, so I think I want to take off that whole end. Now, this is what I was talking about the other day. Let's see. And a lot of you were with me the other day. See, that's the end of, say, like an envelope. This one didn't work because, I already cut it. Or maybe Jacqueline did. All right, so this one's, maybe I should check those other ones. So it's fine. It's fine. We're not going to panic. So now I'm going to trim this as well. So this can just be a little narrow pocket in one of the sections. Okay, so that will work. We will make it work. So let's see what we got. Now I count the pockets as pages. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Way too many. Way too many. Okay, something's got to give. Something's got to give. All right, so let's get rid of this nonsense. So the idea with hinging is this. So you get the page that you want to be first. So let's just say I'm going to do orange first. Right? And you put him down like this. And then say I want this. Then I have my, let's get rid of this. See, this is what I do. This is why I would give the kid from Charlie Brown a run for his money. What was his name? The one that always had the little puff of dirt around him. So you almost have like 3 stacks. You got the stack you're working from and the stack that you're working on. So I'm just I would line these up, and then I would take whatever I'm using to hinge them. Pigpen, thanks, Gil. And whether I'm doing one whole strip of paper or cloth and put them like this, or you can hinge it this way, where you're just doing little pieces, and then you will put another piece down here. Just trying to pull something out that's loose. It's a sample. You probably would do 3 at least, if not 5, because the less you do, the more wobbly your pages are going to be. So, I mean, ideally, I think doing a strip like this is nice. It creates more bulk to your book. See, and then this, and once it's glued, it comes over this way, and then you add your next page. And then this gets hinged. You glue it, let it dry, turn your page, and that's how you continue. So this is how you can attach single sheets, and you can also use, folded folios, if you will. So ideally, you want to have all this prepped, your sizes that you're going to use and which direction you're going to go. I'm still on the fence. And then you want them all cut and ready so you have them. So once you start, you can just keep going. So I've got to trim back some of these pages. And I'm trying to decide really whether I want to, the other thing too is if I want to stitch any of these pages, and you need to do that before you start jazzing them together, right? So this here I would have to trim. I'm thinking I might want to use all singles, because then I'm not dealing with a double orange. Anybody else have an opinion? What do you think? See, because this is how it would go if I did this. Variety, and then this I've got the, 2 pages, a double of that. Same here. Which that's, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I think I want to cut these. Make them all singles. Now, my experience doing the hinging and using just 3 hinges, it's been a little wobbly. So I'm just not sure. I think it might behoove me to pull out some. You know what I could use? Oh, I wonder if I have enough. Oh, I wonder if Jacqueline has more of this. I could use this cheesecloth. Her cheesecloth is different. It tears very nicely. Now, the only problem with hinging this, oh, you know what I hinged here? Oh my gosh, I'm so silly. I forgot about my zine project. That's hinged. Hold on. Oh, I'm such a silly girl. Now, my zines I put in a hard cover, right? But this is what I was talking about. This is what the spine will look like. You see all your pages. Now, of course, the zines are folded, but I attach them to each other with little pieces of seam binding. Each little individual zine. But it's fair. I mean, there's some wiggle to it because I left a gap. Mary suggested you leave a little bit of a gap so you can, fold your pages down. But what I started to have a problem with this when I was putting it together was because then you have, as you lay it flat, see this, you've got this depth thing here. So I had to put, hey, Carol, hi. I had to put, a block of something or a little tin can to keep this even so it was easier to glue them together. Thanks, Carol. We have 2 Carols in the house. So this is my September, which I'm way behind. We're not officially supposed to start until October. And I think this is where my October will start. But I went ahead and added some washi tape and stuff. So this is all ready to go. But see, like the journal that I made for my bonus daughter-in-law, I left this exposed and just wrapped lace and fabric around that really made, part of the cover. But for this, I just built this little thing and I'm going to keep it in there. So that's the idea. So, see, and I have somewhere tons of, now this is kind of narrow. You want to leave yourself have enough width where, in my opinion, this is all just in my opinion, where you can glue it from one page to the next, have enough for it to attach, but then not necessarily take up a lot of, what's on the paper, what's on your page. Well, I guess you could, I could use this, that might look nice. Because this is kind of see-through. What do you think about that? Look, I have quite a bit of this. Wonder if this would do me the whole book. And there's more in my tin I didn't pull out. Look, here's another big strip. I don't remember what this was from. Now that I'm saying that, I think I kind of like that. I could go iron this. Now, the other thing is I'm going to have to leave these sit because once I put my fabric fix on, that starts to come through the fabric. I don't want my pages to glue together, so I have to leave it sit out flat to dry. I guess I could use my heat tool. But would anybody want to weigh in? Kel, what do you think? If I hinge it this way. All right, think about that a minute. I'm going to go see if I can quickly find my Edith Holden pages, which really, that means nothing to my friend. She's not a junk journaler, but I just love them. I want to put a November one in somewhere. And because I'm hinging these and not putting, I did them in sections of three, like three signatures. It's not really going to be three signatures. Duh. It's just going to be a bunch of pages because I'm hinging. I'm hinging it. I have to readjust my thinking if I'm hinging. Okay, I used to keep my holdings. Yeah. This is where I usually say, "What about me? I have all these pouches that Jacqueline talked me into getting, which was really a good idea, but they aren't super clear. And of course, I have a million and a half of them. And you can do fabric too. You don't have to do, I mean, you can do paper. You don't have to do fabric. Many of us have so much paper. You know, pages too. All right, it's not coming. They're not. I'm not finding them easy. Oh, that's my tome. My little tome. My little baby tome. Oh, here's some stuff I might be able to do. Oh, jeez. Well, I opened another can of worms, I think. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I forgot I had those pockets. See, Jacqueline sells this stuff. I mean, I don't know that she won't have this stuff Friday, but let me see. I didn't miss anything there. Look at this color. I don't want it to be too orangey. But look, there's some different. Ooh, this is stuffed. See, here's the same idea with paper. And of course, this is a lot stiffer, and of course, it's going to add bulk. Ooh, I got a lot of good stuff in here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, look at this yummy stuff. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh, this is like a tablet. That's pastel-y, but in the same color. Same color palette. Yeah, I was thinking about this all wrong. The light blue. This is by the sea. Oh, this is a bug one. This is graphic 45. By the sea, by the sea, by the beautiful sea. See, I was thinking wrong. I was thinking like I was going to do the 3 pamphlet stitch. And I was, okay, rewind. I was thinking incorrectly about my pages. Now, these are too big. But boy, wouldn't that make a nice journal? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Now, let's just say That might be nice to have that, pull that out. Oh, the plaid. Yes, this is a C. But you are correct. That would look nice. And there's some nature stuff in here. I have so many really fun things. I really do. I really, really and truly do. Oh, look at this little piece. That could be fun. All right, let's see if I can easily get this to slip. Oh, I can't do it. I did it. Okay, let's find another spot. Now let's see what's in here. Oh, these aren't Edith Holden, but these are nice. These are, what do they call these? Plates, like from a floral book. Let's keep that section out. We're not going to put all those. I'm not going to put all those in, but that certainly would work. These are some Amity Bloom prints that I did. Oops, pink. This is avocado. I might be able to use some of those. Let's put those even just as like cutout type things, you know. See, when I get started doing this, my brain just goes crazy with ideas. And when I start rummaging through all my things, I just keep finding more and more that would work. Now this I pulled out because there's ribbon in here. See, this is, but once I glue that down, I don't know that you'll see those lines. This was a seam binding, but this is not as heavy. See, it's kind of see-through. Which I'm kind of liking that. Cal, maybe, she said she was awake, but maybe she fell back asleep. Oh, look at all these journal pages. Well, these are nice ones too. Let's keep a couple of those out. It's going to be a big book. It's going to be a big book. It's gonna be a big book, booky book, booky book, booky book. Oh my gosh, there's so much cute stuff, cute stuff. What the heck is this? Oh, this I tore off the edge of something. This could be a tie. That looks like more of that seam binding. I kind of like this peach color though, right? Because it works with the coloring of the book. All right. So I'm going to do single pages. So let's move this stuff out the way. This is kind of big. Let's be a tearing. So some more folks have come in. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. How am I doing on time? Well, I guess I'm okay. I don't think anybody... Jamie comes on the third Thursday, and this is the fourth Thursday. So I don't know that I have anybody. I don't want to overstep if somebody else is coming on, but like a regular time. If somebody's coming on spur of the moment, I don't mind so much about that. I feel like that's on them. So look, I hit my camera, didn't even realize, made it all cattywampus. boop, boop, boop. Sorry. Now, of course, these aren't coffee stained or treated in any way. So I don't think I need a whole terrible lot of these. Maybe she's fussing with her new printer. Kelly Ann got a new printer. Someone blessed her the other night and purchased for her a new printer. So we're very excited about that. Very excited. All right, so we have these pages now that we can add. On the fence about that one. I don't think I need to use these. I think these pages will be better than this. So these are going to get 86. Get rid of those. These I'll keep handy in case I need more. So let's make a stack of usable things. You know, this is very fun, but it's very crumbly. So I'm thinking I might use this paper to create clusters and that kind of thing in the journal, not an actual page. Yes, and that works well too. Same with these. I have so many pages because I wasn't thinking correctly. I'm going to put some of this aside because I think I can live without them. Can live without them. How you feeling today, Teresa? You were sore the other day. You still sore, baby? Are you behaving? Now this is yummy. But again, I think I'm just going to do single. I love to tear the paper. First of all, because I don't cut very straight. Even if I put it on the machine, you'd be surprised how crooked I can cut. It's almost a talent, really. Oh, look, I folded up the top. Oh, she's a funny girl. She's a funny girl. No, I'm not behaving. Oh, Louisa. Look, can you believe I did that? Of course you can. Of course you can. How can I live? Well, I guess I can turn it that way, couldn't I? Yes, you little dope. You little dope. Like those, on the fence about the dictionary pages, if I'm honest. It didn't work. Oh, I mean, I don't want to ask you. I don't want to get into a lot of health things. I want this to be a happy place where we don't have to think about. Not that we're not concerned. I don't mean it that way, but I'll have to message you privately. See what you're facing so I can pray better. All right, single. Now the pocket. Here we go. Pocket. What do I want to do with the pocket? All right, I want to crease this better. You know what? I need to trim that. I'll put that aside. And I need to grab another stack. This I'm holding out. This I'm holding out. This I'm holding out. Now let's see. Yeah, see, Jacqueline must have cut these for, I don't, well, maybe she didn't. I don't remember cutting them, but that, you know what? That does mean, it means nothing. These, I think I'll hold those out. Really am liking these for this project. And of course, my orange. I say, bye, Gail. Thanks for coming in, honey. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope Dad's doing well. What's I gonna say? Oh, I say orange. Orange. Like, aren't you going to the store? Orange. But Jacqueline says orange, which is an O-R, which is, I think, how you're supposed to say it. Just thought I'd throw that out there. I know, right? Teresa says she likes the idea of the hinges because sometimes we have single pages, that are so cool, but it's like, how do you hook them in? And I'm really liking the exposed spine too, for sure. Let's see what this size looks like. These, I think, have to be trimmed as well. Yeah, see, they have to be trimmed. See, the inside part's too small. And she might find it fun to have the information on the bottom. See, this is where measuring would come in. But if I'm honest, my little cutter there, I have a hard time seeing. I have a hard time seeing the measurement lines to know where I'm cutting. You're doing okay? Just have to take extra. Okay. But it's a bummer it wasn't what you were hoping for, All right. So these have to be trimmed. This has to be trimmed. I do like the music paper. That has to be trimmed. Now, once I start putting pockets in and fabrics and things like that, of course, it's going to get, thicker and chubbier. And then I'm sure she'll add stuff, At least I hope she does. Trim. Now, this is a small Edith, but I have other Ediths. Okay, so these all here I'm going to put aside. Let's see if this one's cut. Yeah, this one's, of course, this one's not cut. I think this is a little too bold for in this project. Just trying to think if I have anything else that I could use for a pocket. Well, that's that kind of pocket. Now this is heavy duty. I can maybe stitch this and make this a pocket. There's an idea. Now, Amity Bloom, the young girl that Jacqueline and I follow and kind of are, addicted to. I'll just say it the way it is, addicted. I can make this a pocket. So I want to make a little divot here. So I'm going to use my whale tail because I like that. And I'm just going to make a little boop like that. You have to make the noise, guys. You have to make the noise. And then I can just stitch that. See, and I'm not crazy about that. So what I'll do is I'll glue something there. Glue. That's not circus. That's a race. That I think will be just fine. I probably have a smaller piece of something. This is all crinkly. I wonder if this will work. That'll work as well. All right, so let's clip this. This is going to be sewn. And I'm going to make it a pocket, so I'm going to leave this folded. All right, so that's going in the stack. So this is how we're looking at this point. That's quite a few pages. I could count. I need something really pretty, I think, for the front. And I'll be looking for something. Oh, listen, I didn't put all these in. I got myself distracted. Shocker. I need something, I think, really eye-catching. Like when you open the front cover of a journal, you want that first page to be like, I want to dive in and see more. I like to count. Isn't that cool? And then I put these up here. The gallant Mrs. Stonewall. Beyond this place. All right, so let's put a couple of those in. You know, I like those other pages. Where did I put them? By golly, I did it again. All right, so the first thing I want to do is trim out these big ones, these ones that are bigger. So the pages that are the exact perfect size are my orange. Where are the lavender pages you saw earlier? Well, they were off, they were not the right size. All right, so 5.5 by, I should know this, 5.5 by 8.5. Yellow. I had a real deep purple page, Joyce, that I decided not to use, but some of the lavender ones were these pockets. I guess I can use this one. All right, where are the ones that are, these are not the right size. These are the ones, I'm 86 in these for this project. These are good to go. Oh, wait a minute, here's some of these. Here's some of these. I really like these. Let's get a few more of these. And I think I'm going to decorate with the purple, Joyce, for the most part. Unless I find in the next day or so, some really nice purple. Not so much the lavender, although she does like pastels. But I don't think I have any really nice lavender pages. All right, I think that'll be okay. See, I've got this dark purple. Do you think I should throw it in? I mean, it's a beautiful purple. I could decorate. See, she couldn't write on this. Well, I guess she could with a really nice black pen. Or white. I guess she could. Let's do it. Let's do it. I can always pull it out if it starts going together. Look, and I don't like it. And then there was one. All right, we can flip this way, and then I can decorate that corner. See, there's usually always a fix. Let's try to remember. There's usually so what I say, 5.5 by 8.5, right? Yeah, that is very pretty. Jacqueline just sent me a little note and a piece of folded, what you call it, wine. It's buried. It's buried here in my desk. I don't think I can find it. Oh, without causing a big problem. I'm staying on really long today. I'm usually out of here by now. I am a little hungry. See, I love this paper trimmer, but I have a hard time reading the measurements. So let's just see. Let's just see what I can do. Because my desk keeps getting smaller. That's what I like about junk. Yes, there's always a fix. Absolutely, Carol. All right, so this is my Edith Holden. That's smaller. Don't have to worry about that one. This one, this is where I get twisted. So I want it to be, now these pages are good, Laura. I want it to be 8.5. So the other thing is this has to be out straight, so I get a straight line. So 8.5. So not much has to come off this way. It's this other way. Was I telling you the other day I was watching something and somebody said the word zhuzhed and they spelled it. I have no idea how to spell it. They spelled it like with an X. X-U-J. I should have written it down, but I didn't. All right, so 5.5, right? Eight and a half by 5.5. The husband's home. The husband. See, crooked. It's crooked. Girls, I just don't know what the trick is. I really don't. 5.5. This is very straight. Get that straight. Should be able to put this up here. Press this down. Maybe I should do it on that line. Follow that line. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Crooked. Da, 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 da. Thinking fabric. Da, 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 da. 8.5. That's a torn edge. So I like to do the straight edge to try to help me cut straighter. It doesn't always happen. By 5.5. See, but if I pull that to follow that line, it's not straight across the top. Maybe I should just get out my other trimmer. But you know what? It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Let's see how crooked this is. I give up. I give up. I give up. All right, let's put this aside. More orange. Oh, these babies. Put these on the stack of goods to go. My husband's talking. I'm assuming to the dog. 5.5. Now that's a nice edge, but let's do 5.5. See, I don't want that much off. You can't see it. It's cutting into it would cut into this gray area. So I want a little bit. So I'm just going to scoot a little bit of this off. Yeah, that's not a little. That's more than a little. See, and that's so very crooked. That's better. So if I do 5.5, you know what I'm going to do right? I think that's easier. I'm going to line it up with this mark here. Something's out of kilter. Something's out of kilter. What's Stan say? Okay, I'm going again. Oh, I didn't know you were back. I thought you were at the store. Oh, that looks fine. That's good. Okay. So let's take just a little off. See, I'm better with the eyeball in it. Eyeball in it. And then we'll come around to this side. These are such pretty images, and I think this gal will really like it. It might be a little bigger than what I need, but I'll put some lace or something. Yeah, that one's a little too wide. So let's try this side. And they don't all have to be the same. That's fine. All right, so let's see. So that gives me a couple of those. Now for the lineup. And then prepping my hinges. Let's see, what are we on time? I've been here 2 hours. All right, how we doing? How's everybody holding up? Anybody else coming on that I haven't thought about? It's 12:14. 12:14 on a Thursday. We're almost done September. Can you even stand it? All right, so this might be a good first page, right? Because this is very pretty. Very pretty first page. All right, so let's do that. First page. Music looks nice. Okay, let's not do music so close again, or orange. This. Oh, look, wouldn't that be pretty? That works. I think I need a writing page in here. So let's do a writing page. I need a lot of writing pages. Pocket. Orange. Let's do another writing page. Oh, yeah, these pages. This. I'm on the fence about the dictionary pages. This is a pocket. I'm going to wait on that. And oranges. Let's see. Let's put this page. And we'll do an orange. And let's have another writing page. This kind of writing page. The dictionary page does kind of break it up. Square dance. She likes to dance, so let's put that in. I had a second purple. Let's throw that in. And then where's one of the, let's do another rose. Let's do it this way. And writing page. This is the deeper orange. Do that. Kind of like how that looks. Okay. Writing page. Oh, I want to put that other pocket in. Pocket. Got a lot of oranges here. Let's do another. No, I don't know if I like the way that looks together. So you got to be mindful about this stuff. Like when you open it up, how you're going to like, the end result. I like that a little better. Not great, but a little better. I may be being a little too finicky. Finicky. Whoop. That's this other pocket. Oh, that's got that ugly gray. This is an Amity Bloom page. Paris. Oh, I'm a sucker for Paris. This is definitely crooked. I kind of like that though. I don't know if I can straighten her up. But see, I got that blank side. I'm not crazy about that either. You know what I might do? If I fold this way, I could stitch this together, put some other paper or fabric here to make that, to lengthen that. And then that could be a page. Could it not? That's quite, can you see that? It's quite, just a little bit off. Hey, Sage, how you doing? Nice to see you today. All right, I think that could work. Then I'd have to fiddle with that, see, because that won't, I can move it up. And then I could put a piece of fabric or something here. So I'm liking that. Okay, so we're going to do that. Not liking that. That could work. Let's pin it. Let's keep these together. I am likely to change my mind, but in the interim, let's just clip it. Clip it. Oh, now I got the hiccups. How lovely. I think I need some soup. All right, so that could work. More writing. Time for another orange. I like this orange because I like that little imprint on the page. Did I do dictionary or no? Yeah. All right, let's throw it in. Another writing page. Flip out. And then we'll put this. I mean, I want it to be a fairly decent size journal, which, means a lot of pages. I want to use all of these. That's much better. Actually, let's do this lighter one. And I want to find another spot for this one. Maybe I'll put it right here. Oh, no, I want that here. Maybe I'll put it here. So that's how we're looking. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. 12. That's fine. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So far, they look okay together, right? 20, 21, 22. Flip this way. 22, 23. This is a pocket. 24, 25. Loving that. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Let's do 30. How about 30? Because 30 pages means, thanks, Carol, means, how many do I times it by? That's a lot of space to decorate and to journal. So I think I'm going to, unless anyone has another suggestion, which you guys have been great helping me with this, I have a lot of this. So I think I'm going to use this because it really works with the color of the journal. It gives me some width. It's very lightweight. It's see-through. It will fold and bend. Now, do I want to do, so I need, oh, see, this is where I'm terrible. I want it to be stable. So if you do the hinges this way, to me, they're really hard to get them even and look nice. So yeah, I'm a little, anal about that. So if I do this, this is 8.5. What if I put them on this way? But I do 3 sections this way. I think that'll give me stability. So it would have to be, if I do 2-inch piece, if I do 2-inch pieces, I can do 3. So now I have to prep these. So I'm not sure, well, there's still quite a few of you here. I don't know. I'm not driving you crazy yet. All right, so these are my pages. Let's get at least a couple pages, and I can do this later. I probably am going to iron this, not right now because I won't waste the time to get up and go. But see, there's like all kinds of threads and crap over on here. I'm leaving it because I like the way that looks. Call me crazy. So I'm just going to do a quick measure. That's about 2 inches. It doesn't have to be exact. It's a junk journal. Let's not lose sight of that. So I'm cutting 3 little strips. 3 little strips. That's what I'm cutting. Just 3 little strips. All right. I'm pretty sure I have plenty of this. But I could switch it out. I probably am going to count. I'm probably going to count how many I really need and then see how many I have because I don't want them all up front. The up front of the book have this color and then have to switch to something else in the back half of the book. I'd rather know up front so I can interweave if I have to come in with, some of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the front half of the book is not all this color and the back half's all this color. It's just me. I can't do it. My brain won't let me. All right. So what you're going to do is if you've not done this before, you're going to have your stack of pages that you're working from. All right. You're going to have your supply of hinges, whether it be paper. You could do washi. Just remember with washi, you want to add some glue because that's made to come off. So, you have to adjust. So you can use paper, fabric, washi tape. You may have another idea that would just work out swell. So then I'm going to grab my Fabric Fix because I love using that. It works very well, I think. And so you're going to take your first page and you're going to flip it down. And then your second page. And now, just like if you were doing an old scrapbook journal where you're building your cover and your pages, you might want to leave a little bit of a space because as you build and put things in here and these pages turn, you don't want it to be, I don't think you want it to be jammed up like this. Okay, that would make it hard to turn your page. So you don't want a gap like that because that's going to make your book wiggle and that's going to be hard for you to get your pages all the same size. Probably using this grid is a good idea and keeping them, gosh, I don't even think, what's that, like a 1/4 inch? That might be even a little too, you just want just a little wiggle, a little breathing room, right? So this is the idea. Now, see, this is probably going to be too big. So maybe I'll just do 2 hinges. And I'll just scoot them up and down. I could alter them too, I'm thinking. Yes, a cardboard template is a good idea for sure, Joyce. But I'm not going to do that, right? Sorry. It's confusing for me. I'm just trying to think if I want these smaller, if I want inch tabs, and then do, You know what I'm saying? Do the 3. I think that's the way I'm going to go. Worst case scenario, I have plenty of pages, right? If something's not right and I don't like it, I'll start over. Hello. Hello. And like I said, you just have to be careful. If you're putting your glue on and your glue comes through your fabric, it wouldn't come through paper if you're using paper. But you don't want to do you don't want to glue them together. You don't want to glue your pages shut. So here we go. Now we're off. After 2.5 hours, here we go. I could really just use that white line, couldn't I? Couldn't I? You're not really seeing that. I should zhuzh this up a little bit. Zhuzh it? I've got something here. It just won't zhuzh. There we go. It's a little fiddly. I'm not going to lie. It's a little fiddly. So I'm going to put a little glue here. A little glue there. I'm eyeballing about 1 inch. I'm hoping for the one I love. Now, I'm just getting it started. I can add more glue, right? Same thing down here. I could come out a little bit further with that glue. So this is when you put on your favorite streamer, catch up on some streams or put on some music, put on a baseball game, and get these pages hinged together. Now I'm going to put some in the middle. All right. Now I'm going to come back and add some glue to this. I just know, but I'm going to use my heat tool to see if I can get this to dry so I can flip the page and show you the next page, okay? Heat tool. Because if this is porous and your glue comes through and you turn this page this way, they're going to glue shut. See what I'm saying? Just want to be careful. I hate to think of you doing a project and saying, well, that Lori chick just, glued it and turned her pages. Hers didn't stick together. Just try to make you aware of anything that could go wrong. Let's see, that's still a little tacky. It's a little tacky. And that's when we say, where is my plastic? Here's a piece of plastic. Plastic. So then you just are going to turn your page, line up your next page. Now this one's a little smaller, right? Same process though. You're going to glue your 3 hinge pieces. It will help keep the gap the same. Yes, yes, you're right. You're right. I'm just trying. Well, it doesn't have to be hardboard either, right, Joyce? It just has to be. Hold the phone. Let's see. That's not wide enough. Maybe Joyce is making a very good point. See, that's not wide enough either. Hold on. Oh, I just lost my one little piece of Here, let's do what she said. I mean, she's making a very good point. This is not, I need a template that's this big. So I keep this gap the same. I'm just not sure I have a big enough piece of paper or cardboard, really. Hold on. Yeah, this will work. All right, so if I keep this underneath, and then when I turn my page, this page here, right? Am I doing it right, Joyce? Laura, I sent you a private message, but I don't remember where. It might be, well, it's either Instagram or Messenger. So if you get a minute, maybe you could look. I'm just trying to check in with you, see how you are and stuff. So welcome, Laura. So now it's hard to see because I've got that fabric in there, but see if I keep this lined up to my template, right? I'll still have a little bit of a gap. Might be better if I did the white side. So this is what Joyce is talking about. Right, Joycey? Now this page is a little smaller. So if you have smaller pages, you just have to decide where you want them. And this edge is not smooth, so I'm having a little bit of a struggle. It's been a little while, Laura, so I'm sorry. I don't remember where I sent it now. I know you're a busy girl, busy girl. All right, so let's put another hinge here. Now I closed those pages and I didn't check to see if they were still damp. So don't do that. Don't do that. And so now you just do this entire, okay, Laura, thanks, honey. Do this entire book, however many pages you deem you want in your, just make sure you zhuzh it, you've got it lined up. I love that word, zhuzh. Zhuzh it, zhuzh it, zhuzh it. Now I want one in the center as well, but I don't know what I did with it. I had 3. What did my husband picked up the other? Oh, he goes to bed. Like, okay, I'm going to go to bed. Okay, so it takes him forever to get into bed. He's in the kitchen. He's wiping up. Is that see now on television? Whatever I was watching, and they spelled it. They didn't spell it that way. It was on closed caption. I think they did the X, and then they did. But that's a good way to spell it. I just never know. Oh, here it is. I flipped it up here. Now, I think probably you could offset these. Maybe you could do one page, you do 2 hinges, and the next page you do 3. I don't know. That could work, I would think. Or, like I said earlier, if you weren't here, you could do one whole strip, or you could go this way. I did a book with them this way. I wasn't a fan because I didn't make a template and I didn't have them lined up. And I didn't like the way it ended up. But these are single pages. Let's see this one. I need more glue on that one. But see how it's going to work? I almost did the circus thing, Cal. See? Now, if your paper or your fabric is very stiff, this is going to give you a little bit of pushback, So if you crease it really well, if you're using paper, I think that would definitely help. But look, you could use lace. Look how pretty lace would look, right? Could use whatever you have Bricolage. Use whatever you have available. All right. So I'm going to get some lunch. Okay. I'm going to have some soup. So I'm going to get some lunch, and then I'm going to put these pages together because I got to get moving on this because I have to have it done before like the 12th of November because I'm out of here for a few days. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this sit and dry till I do my next page. I probably am going to use my heat tool quite a bit. But yeah, using a template is a great idea. Thank you, Joyce, for that. She's always thinking, our Joycey, our Joycey. Hey, saw some new people, met some new people today. That was really cool. Thanks for coming in. Pam, the, what does she call herself? The orange cat lady, something like that. I don't know if I have that right. Sending some people my way, which is lovely. So don't forget to sub, share, and like if you would be so kind. Appreciate you all being here. Have a great afternoon. I hope to see you Sunday, probably 10 o'clock. Ginger, thank you. I said orange. Can you believe it, Joyce? Thank you. The ginger, and I think you need the ginger cat lady sending me some folks, which is cool. So yeah, so good to see you all. And hopefully Sunday, I'm thinking I'm going to come on early. I've been coming on at noon, but I think I'm going to come on at 10, unless something changes. But yeah, I'm still having the dental issues, so I'm just not doing a lot of, I'm not doing a lot of public appearances. Okay. I know I don't like to wear a mask, and I just, yeah, basically staying home. Okay. So, not doing the outside church thing right at the moment. So I might as well come on early. I don't think that impacts anybody else but me, really. So, anywho, thanks for joining me again. Lovely to see your little faces and to have a chance to talk with you all. So enjoy the rest of your day. You very rarely go. I just saw you very rarely go on IG. Okay. I could resend too, Laura. I don't know a good place to get your attention, Laura. Maybe just to put a message under one of your streams, or your videos. That's an idea. Oh, hello. All right. So from now until the next time we shall meet, don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. And Kellyanne says, bye for now. So we'll see you next time, ladies. Love you all. Have a good one. Bye-bye.